There we go. Finally, a nightmare. Okay, can you like freeze or burn or something so I don't have to worry about moving you around? There we go. How about you just stay in there? Hey, you really fine. You know what? You get laser eyes. There you go. We'll just sit there and do this instead. Does that work? Well, Rockstars, as you can already see, something is very, very, very different. Will be a second video. You'll find out soon. So, something might have happened and my entire world once again has crashed. I always end up finding something new that crashes my game that I didn't know the previous time I played Crazy Craft, so it's always so much fun. It turned out to be the garage door. I was working on the actual hangar itself for the military base that we had just completed for the attack helicopters episode, and I just wanted to expand it, make it look nicer. I put the garage door down for a door to the hangar and crashed. The world is corrupt. So there's two things we have to do. First of all, I have to show off the base, but second of all, because of just how all this works, I'm also going to give myself just an EMC penalty because I did all of this building in creative mode just to make it a lot faster, and it was still about 5 or 6 hours of work. There's going to be a second video, hopefully the same day today or tomorrow, and it's going to be just probably me speaking over it, but mainly a speed up of just me building certain bits of this entire base overall. All right, so a red matter stack of blocks is literally 14 million if we split it in half. So we're going to put half of that back, and we're going to take the half of this and just throw it away somewhere. Oh, I forgot. I have an actual trash can. Up hot, go in there. Oh yeah, empty it. Bye-bye. So that is permanently deleted. So let's go ahead and get a tour. So this is the main base itself. I actually really like these doors, but we can't peek out there yet. There's just slidey, like, I think they're from Japan type doors. I don't know the style of them. We have our living room, our kitchen, and whatnot. So here is our villain maker. Here is our Tony Stark bench, bat computer, and our hero maker. All of our storage and EMC and whatnot that we might need. Now, you might be asking yourselves, where is the Hall of Achievements? That is the absolute best part. It is right here, and this is the Hall of Achievements. So we've got everything in a more direct and set up for how strong it is, weakest to strongest, and then it's inventory pets kept up top, and we have the entire bat family on this side. They take up pretty much one entire row, and I think this one is a little bit longer than the old one. So let's go ahead and let's head outside. So if we come outside, we built a lot. So anything I talked about building in the previous part of this series, I was gonna build it. So over here we have our duplicated tree farm. It's just taken outside the TARDIS because I just figured if we're gonna do this, we're gonna live outside the TARDIS because we might as well take the time to have fun and build. This is our nice little neat area for our duplicated trees. We've got 3 of our red matter blocks plus our red diamond, and I still have my TARDIS, but I just have no decorations to it. And this is right here. So this is a secret plate trap door or pressure plate that you can walk on, and it opens this up and you can go right inside the TARDIS. So this is super cool. So we do have a new TARDIS that we can play around with, and I think that actually at one point, now that we've got this all set up, I want to use the TARDIS and actually like level the TARDIS up and go to different dimensions because you can do that. So continuing from here, we have our path that leads to this. I don't know if we'll ever get to use it because I've never used Ant-Man in the superhero mod pack of this version, but this is supposed to be a miniature test area. So basically it's mazes with false exits and multiple exits that you have to try to escape from. It's all 1 block high. I'm assuming if you're not actually 2 blocks in Minecraft, you're going to be at least a single block in the Ant-Man mod. I hope that works. And it's not like the cheap out where you're actually physically still 2 blocks, but you look only 2 blocks. Now this is our entire superhero testing arena basically. So that is for mainly Hulk. That's why it's reinforced glass and obsidian. This is basically anyone with acrobatics or jump or whatnot. Now the red is very specific. Now I don't know if it even works, but the red is testing specifically for Spider-Man swinging. That's why it's a lot more jumbled up and it's higher, and it's not made for jumping. These are made for jumping 1 or 2 blocks outside of a regular jump possibility of Minecraft without jump effects or heroes. So technically it all should be possible. Now this is just a different section of an area. You can test wood and explosions or like Superman's fire and freeze ray. We have reinforced stone here for that as well, with also lava and a water pit. Now I do want to fix this up a little bit. I want to put walls all the way down and down through there, and I want to dig into the water because this is the Flash's speed wall. So even though we couldn't get it to work before when we tested it, now with a proper run-up area, I don't think this is enough run-up, but we could build more like I wanted to and see if we can get it to run up the wall. Now this stuff is for hopefully a superhero, well not technically hero. I can't wait to build because I'm a personal fan of the CW Green Arrow. I loved Oliver Queen with Stephen Amell, so I'm really super excited to like, just have these and test the Green Arrow outfits out. I like the 2 side targets. I'm still a little iffy on the big target in the middle, but I enjoy it. Now here we have our actual rock stars of the day. So like I've said in previous videos, put your Minecraft username in the comment section down below if you want to have your own mannequin. I want to get a better spot to show them off in because because this is a bit of an iffy zone right now, because this is technically going to be the boat area of the military area right here. And that is a jump fall down to get down here faster. But I don't really have, there's not a lot of boats in this, so I didn't know how to set it up. So I kind of left it like this so we could work on it in the future if we wanted. This is the rest of the military zone. We have 3 different helicopters over here. We have a Chinook and the 2 original helicopters that we built in the first time around. And we have 4 same versions of the only jet that we made in the last episode, or the episode or 2 ago of Crazy Craft as well. And they're all completely fueled up and packed full of ammo from redstone and gunpowder so you can fire them. And it's a weird setup because they're made on both sides to be open, so you can take off this way and land this way if you wanted to, but mainly you want to try to pull in through there and land in here. It's not perfect, it's not really smart, but it's Crazy Craft, so it works. Now, we are Batman, and this is a Batmobile, which we had also received. So this is the road I built so we can actually use it kind of overall. This part is just a little fun bit. You don't really need to get to the house with it, but this is what I really want to work on today. This is currently a wall into a mountain, and I want to make it the Batcave because, as I discussed in the previous episode with the Bat family, the entire Batman family takes up so many of the slots in the achievement hall of achievements, so I think it's just better if they have their actual Batcave. Plus, I think it'd be really cool if we could do a good job making that. And then eventually I want to road out this way, so what we can do is actually go out and travel with the Batmobile if we ever really wanted to do that. Now, that's supposed to be a B for boat next to me, but I wasn't going to redo it overall. It wasn't really worth it. I felt I'd just take it and deal with it, and it looks like a water or a flag or a B, whatever you want. But let me know in the comments down below how you think about the base. I think it came out pretty well. I did want to build a superhero testing area, so that was kind of the best bit of it all. Now, this is the wall for the Batman cave. Now, we have 2 options. Either we can continue our wall of obsidian. That is for not only protection from the superhero testing area, but specifically we had a Pac-Man infestation. There's an oak forest over there that's filled with them spawning. So I haven't put a wall here yet because I haven't seen them from this side, but I didn't want them coming in, and they ate up a bunch of different things like the targets and all my leaf walls right here. So we can stretch that over here and make that in there, but that, I feel like that's kind of more obvious, but I feel like if we have a road into it, kind of obvious anyways, because it's going to be made of ghost blocks. And the wall, I don't think, is lined up completely right on it, but I think that's what we should do, is that we should make this an obsidian wall, and that would really work out. Plus, if a Pac-Man does spawn there, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, now that all this and the actual ghost blocks are set up, let's get into this. So we have a big entrance, so it's going to be starting out, we got to figure out how we're going to lead the car down into here. Ooh, what is this? What is this? Is this what I think it is? Is this ancient dried Easter bunny spawn eggs? Yes, this is exactly something I need. All right, okay, so you know what? Scrap today's episode. We can build the Batman cave next time. We've got it set up to do it. I've been needing to do an episode for ancient Easter bunny eggs. If you don't know what they are, they're an Easter bunny that you can spawn in, and what they do is they can poop out any spawn egg of every single person and a mob to ever exist in Crazy Craft. So princes for the queens and kings, the kings and queens themselves, any mob we need for Big Bertha, anything we need whatsoever. Golden apple cows, whatever you have, we named it. It's perfectly there. So it's also better than having ant farms like we usually do for traveling dimensions. You just spawn a single egg in and it does all the work for you and you're good. So this is super easy. We take 2 buckets of water and we go ahead and we're gonna put these right here. So that gives us an Easter bunny spawn egg, and now we do that once again and it gives us a secondary. Now there's one thing we need to do before we actually spawn these down, and that's first build a cage for them, but we also need something to keep them from despawning, and that's going to be a zookeeper shard, which you have to get from the nightmare dimension, the same dimension as where you would get your king or queen scale armor. You have to get it from that dimension because the nightmares drop the zookeeper shards. But first we need to build a overall storage system, so we have a lot of work to do. I was trying to figure out where I was going to put this, and I realized either I have super jump or flight or something at almost all times. I can just come up here and put it on top of my miniature maze. So first things first, we mainly have to design the hopper system. So that's going to be the trickiest part of this overall. So let's go ahead and let's just decide how we're going to do this. Okay, so I spent way longer than I want to admit figuring out how I'm going to make this. Oh, I have extras over here. So the way this works is, obviously bunnies will be up here. We can see them through the glass. The slabs will allow the blocks or the egg drops to go through into the hoppers. Okay, Rockstars, Future Carson here. So I found this really difficult to explain while in the video and even with editing. So this is what it comes down to. The sides that are not a staircase are each corner on that side that connects to each of those 3 chests for the corner. So for each corner, there's 3 chests to be filled. Then you take that exact same setup and it's on the exact opposite side of the other part of the rabbit cage. So now you have two sides exactly the same, but you cannot make that on other sides that aren't filled in yet because they don't need the corners. They're already being collected. So these sides take the two pieces in between each corner on the outer edge of the cage, and they direct everything into their set of 6 chests on the staircase. And then that reflects on the opposite side of that the exact same way, covering the entirety of the outside, not having a way to get into the middle, which is where 4 of the actual Minecraft hoppers direct them directly down, where the portal you come into can connect to that 6 chests for those 4 hoppers. I hope that makes a lot more sense than anything else I come up with so far, and I hope you guys make sure you enjoy it and leave a like. Now all we have to do is surround this with glass, and we should be good to go ahead and go get our zookeeper shards and spawn them. Panes always look better than glass blocks, but they actually let the actual things through, the eggs that spawn all the way through, so it's not the best thing in the world. This should also give us more Easter bunny eggs, but I don't know if we want those, so it can be laggy. So now that this is all worked out, we just need to go ahead and head on over to the, I think it's the termite dimension. That's the nightmare dimension, right? Hello, budgies. What you want? Come here. Give me that. Okay, so we're Superman with a lava eel helmet. We should be good to be able to take down a nightmare. That is all we need. The bigger they are, the more health they have. There we go. Finally, a nightmare. Okay, can you like freeze or burn or something so I don't have to worry about moving you around? There we go. How about you just stay in there? Hey, you really fine. You know what? You get laser eyes. There you go. We'll just sit there and do this instead. Does that work? I can't hold it. I literally have to spam it. Anytime I get close to try to hit him and get him out of there, it's not working. I guess I can just destroy more of the ice. There we go. Hi, buddy. There we go. Finished him off. And a zookeeper shard. Now we just gotta take an ant back. Yep, unstable ant. And please tell me we're gonna be so close to home because of where we teleported. Oh yeah, we're literally right next. I can see the military base. Coolios. All right, now we can go ahead, come over here, and we can take our 2 eggs, spawn them in here, and we go ahead and boom, left click with them. Yep, that destroys the shards, and that will forever keep them in. They will not despawn. I guess I can have this fancy lantern here. That goes here too. So this will slowly fill up with eggs, and hopefully it will have, it's already getting some eggs. And this will have absolutely everything we need. Oop, I go in the portal. I didn't mean to do that. I figured I'd put the use of the portal gun we're using in here anyways. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I would love to know what you thought about the new base. I really like it, but I'll see you all next time, Rockstars. Peace.